Let's keep rocking and rolling. Activity 3.1. Okay, so I just copied the statement, made it a little simpler for right here. States it right here. Let me just highlight it real quick so we can see it. Oh, it didn't let me do it. That's okay, no worries. Making sure that we see it, I just put the statement right there real nice and neat for us to be able to see it so we're not scrolling up and down. So the total is 324 people, and the second portion is females outnumber males by 34. We gotta write two equations from there. This is a little bit of a different problem. We haven't really had that many type of scenarios. I know for us specifically in math, we really don't talk about that outnumber. So I'm gonna make sure we kind of have an idea right now. First things first, I wanna make sure that I do talk about what it says in the question. It says use X. Okay, let me see how I can figure this out. Or I just underline it, that's fine. A little different, sorry, I'm a little rusty, ladies and gentlemen. Use X to represent females, and then use Y to represent males, okay? So X to female, Y to males. Let's do the first equation. So the first equation is if I put females and males together. So I know I need to do females X plus males Y equals 324. Now you might want to do where you put F and M. If that makes your life a little bit easier, go ahead and do that. I'm not going to do that here because X and Y is going to be brought up again. But if you must, put F and M if you want to. Next, this second equation is a little more difficult. I know that females is X, males is Y. Outnumber is gonna say, well, I know that there's more females than males, correct? So I know if I have 10 males, all I gotta do is just add 34. But if we want to write it in a specific way, I know that you know you're probably gonna do females equals males plus 34. And this looks like a substitution problem. All I gotta do is substitute X, solve for Y, boom, boom, boom. It looks great. But don't forget also, for elimination, we need it in standard form. Standard form is AX plus BY equals C. X, Y, equal sign, and then our constant at the end. Right here, we don't have that. So we do have to fix it real quick, real little bit. Just got to move the Y over. Moving that Y over, I subtract on both sides. Cancels right here. X minus Y equals 34. Okay? So there's my first two equations. This is my first one, and this is my second. Okay? Something to remember, I don't believe that this is how it's going to be worded, but I like the problem just to open up our eyes a little bit, okay? Let's keep rolling. And as you can see, the equations are right here. Now Chloe used the substitution method. Like I said, this is how we wrote it. All they did was substitute it into the first one. They solved, they found out that males is 145. They went back, substituted, added 34, boom, females is 179. Probably make a video later on just to refresh our brains on substitution. This is the money maker right here. Elimination. Key thing right here, I'm gonna box this because this is important. When we have our equations, how we have them for both scenarios, we can eliminate the additive inverse, okay? The additive inverse is right here, this positive Y, this negative Y. When we add them together, they create that zero that we were talking about. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. After that, they divide it by 2 on both sides. Then they substitute it, all that great stuff. And we still get the same answer. We got females is 179, males is 145. Both are correct, but we want to focus on the elimination part, okay? Which one is easier? It's literally up to you, okay? So you can't really say, oh, I'm gonna do this every single time. Oh, I'm gonna do this every single time, because different problems call for different situations, okay? Different problems, you can do graphing, you can do substitution, and then some problems like this, when they're in standard form, you could do elimination. You could do this on your own. And then like I said, our X was 179. Our Y was 145. What does both mean? These are 179 females, and these are 145 males. Where do we get the information from? From the very beginning, when we underlined and circled what was important. Let's keep rolling. 2 problems, and I think we're gonna take a break after this video. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Make sure we're looking for combinations that make sense, okay? Here we go. I love this problem. These are the baby step problems, okay? Doing part A first. Doing part A first. Should I erase this part? I don't know. No, I'll probably leave it like that. Too much, right? Okay. Looking at A first. I need to identify an inverse that I can get rid of, okay? So that tells me, looking at each part of it, specifically X and Y, because that's what we're solving for, we can get rid of somebody really quick. Who is the same but is opposite? These numbers are not the same, so I'm not going to worry about that. Right here, we can say this is a positive 1 and negative 1. And hopefully you see that positive 1 and negative 1 are opposites. So when I add them together, you know that these are going to cancel out because this is a 0. Okay? Next, we're going to add these together. Negative 4 plus negative 2. If you're not sure, take out your calculator. Negative 4 plus negative 2. Negative 6. Don't forget the X. Equals 10 plus negative 1 if you're not sure. 10 plus negative 1. 9. Oh, wrong one, sorry. 9, and then we solve. Again, if you're not sure how to solve it, you can use Math Solver, you can ask for help, do what you gotta do. I like to start with making sure I have a border, getting rid of the 6, negative 6 and X are married. We've got to make them a little divorced, sorry for the couples. Divorce, divorce, boom. There we got our X by itself, I love it. 9 divided by negative 6, I'm not sure. 9 divided by negative 6. Negative 1.5 looks good to me. And I'm going to highlight this because this is an answer. This is one of my answers. I love it. There you go. That's what I've been wanting. That's an answer. Not done yet. Have to solve for Y. Let's change up the colors. Pick one of the 2 equations. Up to you. I like the one with the positive Y, so I'm going to bring the one down with the positive Y. We got negative 4x plus y equals 10. And now our job is to solve for y. Same thing as last time, except instead of for x, now we're doing it for y. Rocking and rolling. Now what's cool is after you find out what this x is, you can put it in place for right there. So instead of x, we put negative 1.5, and then we're just going to have to worry about the y. Check it out. Negative 4, instead of x, we do some parentheses. Going to do negative 1.5 plus y equals 10. And now we only have to worry about the y. We're almost done. Parentheses shows distribution. Distribution is multiplication. You can actually type it in your calculator just like that. Negative 4 parentheses, negative 1.5 if you must. 6 plus y equals 10. Now 6 and y are not married, they're just being added together, so I got to do the opposite of this. Minus 6 on both sides, minus 6. 6 minus 6 is 0, cancels out. Bring down your y, bring down the equals. 10 minus 6, if you're not sure, no problem. 10 minus 6, 4. And there it is. We got our two answers, looks beautiful. Let me highlight this just to make sure. Let's see if there you go. Make sure we have the two answers, X and Y. Of course, we don't want to just leave them like that because that's not how it's going to be on a test. Let me zoom out just for a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Let's change color. Ordered pair, negative 1.5, comma, 4. And this is my answer. This is the money maker right here. Okay? Pretty straightforward. You know, it's a great system on how to solve real quick, and you get to use substitution, which was our first method as well. So it's a combination of both. Let's work on the second one real quick. Okay. A little different. We have fractions. Don't be afraid of fractions. You know what? I don't like them. Let's change them to decimals. Hopefully you know what half is. If you're not sure, you can always divide it real quick. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So I'm going to put 0.5 instead of those fractions. Okay, let me erase it real quick. Just so we can put 0.5. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Um, 0.5x. I don't like how thick it is. I'll fix it right now. 0.5x. Totally forgot which one was negative. Let me look at my notes. The top one's negative. Okay, make this a little thinner. Too thin. There we go. I think, let me check. Still kind of the same thing. Sorry, I'm totally wasting time, but that's okay. Do the same thing. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't know. That's okay. Totally getting distracted, sorry. I think I'll wait better. All right. Do the same thing. We're going to be adding downwards. Where do we have an additive inverse? The opposites. Got them right here. Negative 0.5 and positive 0.5. We know that those cancel, so we have 0x. Next, we do 5 plus imaginary 1. That's 6y equals negative 6 plus negative 6. I'm not sure. Negative 6 plus negative 6, rocking and rolling, negative 12. Just like the problem next door, this is with y, same type of process. 6 and y are married, gotta divorce them by dividing, boom, boom. Those cancel, y equals negative 12 divided by 6, I'm not sure. Negative 12 divided by, oops, wrong sign. Divided by 6, negative 2. That's money maker right there. Let me highlight. Love it. Next, of course, like I said before, we want to do either one of the equations. Does not matter. It does not matter. Right here we have both y's that are positive, which is great. Maybe want to do the positive x. We could do positive x to make our life easy, so we'll do the second one. Scroll down real quick, give me 1 second. 0.5x plus 1y. 0, oops, forgot. 0.5x plus 1y equals -6. And then we want to put this y right there. 0.5x plus 1, replacing y with -2 equals 6. Solving nice and neat. It's going to be real cool, I promise. So now we're solving for x. Distribute. 1 times anything is the exact same thing, so it's -2. Bring down the 0.5. We don't need the plus sign because it's negative. Makes it minus, of course. Bring down the -6. X and -2 are not married, so we've got to just do the opposite of 2. Opposite of 2 on both sides to get rid of it. This is 0. Bring this guy down right here. -6 plus 2, I'm not sure. -4. 0.5 and x are married. Divorce, divorce. 0.5, 0.5. These cancel. We got our x equals, not sure how to do that, calculator. -4 divided by 0.5. Enter. -8. Looks good. I am a huge fan of this stuff right here. Very cool, very nice and neat. Don't forget to pause. Make sure you can see. These notes are going to be available to you. Very, very cool. Little part, a little bit larger, but we're getting the same answers, okay? Don't forget this is not an actual answer. All this, sorry, is an ordered pair, x and y. X is -8, y is -2. This is the money maker. Okay? Very nice and neat. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. Next section is going to be a little more in depth with problems. Please keep trying your best. If you have any questions, please ask for help. Love it.